On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Headache.
Pain in the head, someone or something that causes anxiety or trouble.
Examples:
Headache accompanied by fever. Bit of a headache. This pill will relieve your headaches immediately.
Vomit.
To eject food, blood, etc., from the stomach through the mouth. Noun, the matter ejected from the stomach through the mouth.
Examples:
Vomit abuse. Vomit after ingesting. She felt sick and had to run to the bathroom to vomit.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Gum.
A soft, sticky substance that is chewed to freshen the breath or to clean the teeth, the flesh that surrounds the teeth in the mouth.
Examples:
Bubble gum. Chewing gum. I always like having a pack of gum to freshen my breath.
Ebola.
A highly contagious and often fatal viral disease that causes severe fever and internal bleeding, primarily occurring in remote areas of Central and West Africa.
Examples:
Ebola epidemic. Ebola virus. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa caused widespread panic and fear.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Dengue.
A viral disease transmitted by mosquitoes, characterized by fever, severe joint and muscle pain, and a rash.
Examples:
Dengue mosquito. Dengue outbreak. Many people in this region have contracted dengue fever from mosquito bites.
Mosquito.
A small flying insect whose female bites people and animals and sucks their blood, and sometimes transmits serious diseases such as malaria.
Examples:
Mosquito bite. Mosquito repellent. A stagnant water area or breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention, disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Measles.
A highly infectious viral disease that causes fever, red spots on the skin, and other flu-like symptoms, typically affects children.
Examples:
Measles outbreak. Measles vaccine. The school sent a notice of a measles case in one of the classrooms.
Toll.
Money that you have to pay to use a particular road, bridge, etc. Verb, to ring slowly.
Examples:
A toll road. Toll a bell at his death. There is no toll car park nearby.
Hundredfold.
100 times as great or as much.
Examples:
Rise nearly hundredfold. Improve hundredfold. The development.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Scare.
To frighten a person or animal, or to become frightened.
Examples:
Scare off her attacker by screaming. Scare the birds away. We hit the ground to scare out the rabbits.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Acquire.
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
Acquire knowledge. Acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Transmissible.
Of or connected with something, such as a disease or trait, able to be passed or transmitted from one person or organism to another.
Examples:
Transmissible through contact. Maximum transmissible data size. The disease is highly transmissible and can be transmitted through close contact with infected individuals.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Influenza.
Formal for flu, a highly contagious viral disease that causes fever, severe aching, and catarrh and often occurs in epidemics.
Examples:
An epidemic outbreak of influenza. Influenza B strain. The research institute allocated a lot of money to study the cause and prevention of influenza.
Inevitable.
Certain to happen and unavoidable.
Examples:
Inevitable changes of the seasons. Inevitable result. In times of recession, an increase in unemployment is inevitable.
Defy.
To challenge or dare someone to do something, to resist or disobey a rule, decision, etc.
Examples:
Defy gravity. Defy authority. She tried to defy her parents by moving to the city against their wishes.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Ample.
Enough or more than enough, having plenty of something.
Examples:
Ample opportunities. Ample evidence. We have ample time to finish the project before the deadline.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Outbreak.
A sudden start of something, usually a disease or something dangerous or unpleasant.
Examples:
Infectious disease outbreaks. The outbreak of hostilities. The government predicts an epidemic outbreak of multiple viruses, including coronaviruses and influenza.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
Candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Infectious.
Able to be passed quickly from one person, animal, or plant to another, especially through air or water.
Examples:
An infectious fever. Person's smile is infectious. Leprosy is an indolent infectious disease.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale. Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Risky.
Involving the possibility of danger, failure, or loss.
Examples:
Change risky behavior. A risky enterprise. It is extremely risky to sail in such a storm.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Misguided.
Having or showing a wrong or mistaken understanding of a situation or course of action.
Examples:
Misguided policies. A misguided sense of duty. His misguided attempt to fix the problem only made it worse.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Anthrax.
A serious bacterial infection caused by Bacillus anthracis that can affect both humans and animals. It is characterized by a range of symptoms, including skin blisters, fever, and difficulty breathing, and can be fatal if left untreated.
Examples:
Anthrax infection. Anthrax vaccine. Scientists are currently researching new treatments for anthrax that could improve survival rates in infected individuals.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Terrorism.
The use of violence to attain political or religious goals or to compel a government to act.
Examples:
Terrorism against civilians. Anti-terrorism bill. Democracy is utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Pathogen.
A bacterium, virus, or other microorganism that causes disease.
Examples:
Plant pathogen. The pathogen in the air. mRNA vaccines are approved faster because they do not contain inactivated pathogens.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Antigen.
A substance that triggers the body's immune response, equals the reaction for fighting infections, for defending the body, especially by producing antibodies, equals proteins that identify and attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Detect antigen. Viral antigen. Antigen testing is less accurate than PCR testing, but easier to perform.
Viable.
Capable of being done as intended, able to succeed.
Examples:
Achieve a viable relationship. Develop a viable therapy. Male gorillas with good drumming skills are more viable.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier. Information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Subsidy.
Money paid by a government or an organization as part of the cost of something to aid or encourage it to happen.
Examples:
Inefficient fossil fuel subsidy. A subsidy for research. The government provided a considerable subsidy to the company.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Epidemiology.
The study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states or events, including diseases, in specified populations, and the application of this study to the control of health problems.
Examples:
epidemiology research, cancer epidemiology. The epidemiology of influenza has been well studied over the years, leading to the development of effective vaccines and treatment strategies.
Laboratory.
A workplace for doing scientific research or teaching science, a lab.
Examples:
laboratory accident, anthropology laboratory. Animal protection groups call for an end to animal testing in a laboratory.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples:
categorize the image, categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Geography.
A field of science devoted to the study of the lands, features, inhabitants, and phenomena of the earth.
Examples:
geography class, economic geography. She did well on her geography exam.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
have genetic testing, a genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
the diversity policy of the university, lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Immunology.
The branch of medical science that deals with the immune system of the body and its functions, including the body's response to foreign substances such as viruses and bacteria. It also involves the study of immunodeficiencies, autoimmune diseases, and immunotherapies.
Examples:
immunology research, immunology laboratory. Recent advances in immunology have shown promise in the fight against cancer.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
chemical reaction, trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
promote a better relationship, promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Paranoid.
Unreasonably or obsessively believing that other people do not like you or want to harm you.
Examples:
Paranoid about issues. Paranoid disorder. A paranoid person may have delusions that people want to harm.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Pipeline.
A very long, large tube that is usually underground and is used for carrying liquid or gas for long distances.
Examples:
A data pipeline. Pipeline facilities. Rebels sabotaged the main pipeline supplying oil.
Fleet.
A group of military ships, aircraft, etc., operating together under the same ownership. Adjective, moving very fast.
Examples:
Fleet of foot. A fleet horse. We destroyed a fleet of 70 enemy ships.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Submarine.
A type of underwater vehicle or vessel that can operate beneath the surface of the water. Adjective, beneath the surface of the sea.
Examples:
A submarine volcano. Submarine cable. The military submarine disappeared without a trace.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Patrol.
The act of guarding an area or conducting surveillance of an area to maintain order, perform security functions, or prevent crime, a group of officers or soldiers that conducts such an operation.
Examples:
Patrol car, border patrol. The highway patrol officer pulled over the speeding vehicle on the freeway.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Tangible.
Real and concrete, able to be perceived, especially able to be touched, of business assets, having physical substance and intrinsic monetary value.
Examples:
Tangible assets. Produce tangible results. A problem that has been pointed out for years finally becomes tangible.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples:
A worldwide epidemic. Health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
Bug bites. Number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Stockpile.
A large quantity or reserve of goods or materials that are accumulated and stored for future use, often used for emergency or contingency purposes. Verb: to accumulate or gather a large quantity of something, usually for future use or as a reserve.
Examples:
Stockpile weapons. Nuclear stockpile. The farmer had a huge stockpile of hay for the winter.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Deterrent.
Something that prevents or discourages someone from doing something or taking a particular action, a hindrance or obstacle.
Examples:
Criminal deterrent. Nuclear deterrent. The threat of punishment serves as a deterrent for many people who might consider committing a crime.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.